I love you too. This baby, she is so sassy. You guys, you dancing? You beautiful. What? Girl. You want to go with your daddy? Mm-mm. I am so... Look at my lips. Look at my lips. Can I be honest? I was like, let me get up. Let me get on YouTube and have a transparent moment with the people. The people of God. Okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is in the water. Now, mind you, let me point this out before I even get into it. I be seeing people, specifically in the church, specifically leaders, they be like, oh, can I be transparent with y'all? But even the transparency is not real transparency. They're still not being fully transparent. I had thought about that before I got up here. I said, people be saying, yeah, to be transparent with you, and then they don't be fully transparent anyways. I want to be translucent. Okay? I'm going to be very translucent right now. Now, yes, I have a baby fork. I am sleepy, okay? I'm super tired. I'm hungry. I want to cry, okay? And I don't know why I want to cry, but I want to cry. I got bad news today, but I was trying to cry yesterday. And I don't know, like, you ever be trying to cry because you want to go with the flesh, and then the Father is like, there is nothing to cry about. And Jesus is like, be glad, have joy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel like. The Lord was on a whole nother type of page than me the other night, right? So I cried a little bit, but I cried because the goodness of God. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't cry because of the problems that I was trying to focus on. The Lord actually would not allow me to focus on my problems, and instead had me focus on the answered prayers. So instead of me crying about what today was going to hold, I started crying because I was not supposed to be able to even hold my child. They said 15 years prison time. I'm walking in a miracle. You get what I'm saying? Every day. So I was just like, goodness gracious. So now I'm here at this moment where I'm like, dang, I want to upload the word, right? And I already know the depression is trying to come for me, right? Because sometimes I'm telling y'all, when I was at the shelter, I heard a demonic voice talking about kill yourself, right? And I had got kicked out of the shelter. I was like 7 months pregnant, and all I hear is the devil telling me to kill myself. I started busting out laughing. And then I started crying again, right? I was having this tug of war going on with the spirit. So then I started crying. I'm crying very loud because I'm pregnant and the hormones are even worse. And this dude sits up, he said, shut the F up, B, because he's used to sleeping outside. Me, I was not used to sleeping outside. So this was my first real night, and the ants kept crawling on me, and I'm like, oh, the ants are touching me, right? So I'm crashing out. God told me to go back into the shelter that already told me to leave, and he said, go use the bathroom. I'm like, I will pee on the side of this bridge before I go. And God was like, stop being prideful and go use the bathroom. It took me like maybe an hour, 2 hours after. I cried and I was like, woe is me, right? And I went in there to use the bathroom. Now, mind you, the girl in the shelter said she don't even remember me or nothing. So I got kicked out of the shelter because they said that I was not sleeping in the bed. And I was in the bed. But I worked, and not many people in the shelter worked, but I was one of the few that worked. So they will literally okay you to go to work and okay you to do X, Y, and Z, right? But anyways, she was like, I don't remember if you, I said, you seen me yesterday. I seen you when I got here. We walked to the cafeteria. She was like, I don't remember, right? So then I walk in to use the bathroom. And as I'm coming out, she said, Jessica, you just said you didn't even know me. Like a couple hours, like 4 hours ago, you said you didn't, you know what I'm saying? You just said you didn't know me. Now she calling me by name, but I could tell that like the Holy Spirit was telling her my name. The Holy Spirit had downloaded to her. Right? But anyways, I don't know. I ended up being able to get back in the shelter, and I was able to go through the process all over again before they gave me a bed. And I made sure I saw every cotton picking day. Y'all gonna see me. I'm pregnant. Y'all have me outside with the people. So some people, they lost their bed because they decided to be out all night and get hot and stuff like that. That's when I started realizing I would overgive to homeless people. I kid you not. Especially when I was out here playing with the law, bending the rules, getting thousands and thousands of dollars, right? I used to go and pass out hundreds to homeless people because I felt like I was the richest person in the world. But that's when I realized that some people refuse to work, they refuse to do better things. And I said, wow, if people just had known that, some people are in active cycles because they want to be there, they don't want a home. I have a brother. My mom had a lot of kids, but I have a brother that said that he preferred to be incarcerated than to have to pay bills and have to fend for himself and get food and work and all that. But that's besides the point. So some people are truly like that, to where they feel like it's harder to do something than to allow the government to just take care of you. But anyways, I say that to say that I was having this moment where I was trying to like, woe is me, and God was like, you're literally living in answered prayers. You cried, you pleaded, you begged for this, and you're letting the obstacles that you're facing now get in the way of. But I was just like, Lord, I know that people need the word that you have given me to be put out today. And I was like, I don't have the bandwidth right now to do it. But then it's like, okay, well, God really asked me to do something that I'm incapable of doing. A lot of times we say, yeah, God won't put you through what you can't handle. You don't even know yourself. You don't even know you. So how you going to tell God that he putting you through something that you can't handle, and he been teaching you about you? You get what I'm saying? That's how it be. So the main thing is, I said, and I woke up and I was nauseous, and I also had a dream about demons throwing stuff in somebody's house. So I was like, And then, honestly, I don't tell y'all often, but God will have my angels, my guardian angels, tap me, bump me, whatever. And this morning, my angel had like tapped my foot, and it tickled a little bit. I was like, stop. Like, hey, I'm up. I'm going to write because God had woke me up out of like 3 different dreams to start taking notes. But I waited till like the last dream was downloaded to even start taking notes, and what I was hearing audibly and all that. I waited till the last minute to do it. So sometimes he will have your angels come and like, hey, get up. But if that type of stuff freaks you out, then probably not. But before I ever got touched by angels, I will say this: I was being touched by demons. So I would prefer the presence of an angel over a demon any day, huh? Detroit don't even have an accent. I used to live out there. Remind me of the story from my brother, young, trying to flee China, and the Holy Spirit told him not to talk in the line at the airport. Yeah, like literally. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and be like, y'all, if y'all want the word tonight, pray that I get it. Pray, well, not that I get it, but pray that I'm having so much resistance. Okay. So my printer right here, my printer is out of ink, but it still has colored ink. So I tried to print this, I don't know how many times, and typically I will pray and I will fight and I will do all this. And I'm like, Lord, if you really want this done today, then do it. But he's showed me on the algorithm several times this song, you get what I'm saying, to release. And it says, where is my husband? So I know many women are inquiring some of the things that she said in this song, and they want to know, but I literally can't get it to print. So what's frustrating me is the amount of revelation God has given me. There's no way I'm going to just be able to wing this. Like most of the time when there's revelation, but it's not a heavy amount of revelation, I can wing it and let the Holy Spirit flow, but I don't want to miss anything, right? And I know that it would probably take me about an hour of sitting with God at least, for me to get the download of what he's saying fully, okay? Because as you start writing, as you start being obedient, he gives you more, right? When you do well with a little bit of prophecy, he'll give you more revelation and insight. But I said, Lord, from the moment that I actually get this thing to print, I'm then going to have to sit with you, which is not a problem. But then after that, I'm then going to have to post it. So basically, this is what people don't be saying. I'm going to sit here for about an hour and sometimes longer than that, getting revelation. Then I'm going to get on here and give the revelation that I got. So I'm looking at 2 to 3 hours already, on top of already having in my mind the other song that he told me to do. But meanwhile, in the background, I can't even get this thing to freaking print. You know? So I don't know. And I was like, Lord, I just told Lord, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna tell them I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. And if they want the word, then please pray that I'm able to do it, because I'm just over it. I'm so over it. Like, so very much so over it. It has not been as hard until recently. And I'm hungry. Anyways, but that's it. That's my transparent moment. I'm giving you all the guts today, pouring out my heart. And I woke up nauseous, so I've been trying to fight the nausea. And that's what happens when like I said, when people do witchcraft, or if you're feeling the after effect, you'll have nausea or whatever going on. Peace with you. Peace be with you. Thank you. I'm about to eat, but I'll see y'all later. Hopefully today.